Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Mr. Bladework himself, and I'm back with another video, man. I had to do it for y'all. Listen. For all those who don't know who I am, my name is Shaq Owens. I go by Bladework. My business is called Bladework Barbering, and obviously I'm a barber. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the barber industry. I have a deep passion for what I do, and as a barber, simply what I do is I make people look good, and I make people feel even better. Okay? All by a simple haircut, man. All by a simple haircut, man. I love what I do. I love what I do, man. I love what I do, man. If you, quick note, man. If you in the industry and you not love what you doing, man, you might want to, second guess that, man. I personally believe that you ought to be pursuing what you're passionate about and doing what you're passionate about, man. I love what I do. I'm passionate about barbering. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100% all the way in and been in. You know what I'm saying? So, just a little bit about myself. Basically, I'm for all viewers, especially ones who are just not viewing me. I have a vlog series out / educational series out called Bladework Vlog. Okay, Student of the Game, the Come Up series. I repeat, Bladework Vlog, Student of the Game. That's right, the Come Up series. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all these series of videos called the Come Up series for all my newcomers and novices and beginners, you know what I'm saying, and startups, for anybody who are just starting out in their profession of the field of which they're passionate about. This is for you. If you're just starting out, especially for barbers, it's definitely for barbers, but for also, in addition to that, all who are just starting out in a craft and they're just beginners and novices of it. You know what I'm saying? This is for you. It's about being a student of the game, man. Whatever your craft is, you got to be a student of it. Before you can master anything, you must first be a dedicated student of your craft, okay? So this is for you. Listen. The reason for this particular video is that I've seen a lot of barbers that have told their stories on YouTube. I've seen a lot of their videos. A lot of them is awesome, man. A lot of them is just basically called My Barber Story, and I've seen a number of them. I've seen Chris Bassio's, man, amazing story. I've seen 360 Jeezy. I've seen Danny Amiram, Christian Perez, all those, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those, I follow those barbers and I learn from them. And I mean, their stories are amazing. And it's interesting how people end up with it in the barber industry. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting to listen to people's stories, and I believe in listening to, I believe in listening to that. You know what I'm saying? To people's stories, how they ended up in their particular profession. In this case, barbering. What events took place in their lives. What were their circumstances? What were the decisions? What were their thought process? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's story, and I've listened to more stories on that as well, you know what I'm saying? And I encourage, for all my up and comers, you know what I'm saying? All those who are successful in your industry, read up on their story, find out how they got started. You know what I'm saying? Find out what were the challenges that they had to overcome to get where they are right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same goes in the barber industry. You know what I'm saying? Research. Let me get this camera straight. Hold on. Research, man. Research. Part of your responsibility as a student is to research. You know what I'm saying? Do your own research about, the successful individuals within your industry. Learn from them and find out what took place in their lives. You know what I'm saying? You find out any information that you can pull from them that can help you develop more in your craft and help you reach the level of success of which you so desire. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of being a student. So in this video, I wanted to give everyone my barber story. You know what I'm saying? This is for all my newcomers, all my up-and-comers, all my novices, rookies, everyone just starting out. I just want to share with y'all my barber story, okay? Just share with y'all my barber story. Everyone has one, and quickly before I even get into that, get this out the way. I remember one particular day in class, barber school, one of our professors, one of our instructors, posed a very interesting question. Very interesting question. Okay? And she walked around the room. Her name was Miss Stewart. Awesome teacher. Phenomenal teacher, by the way. She walked around the room And she asked the whole class. You know what I'm saying? She was making sure we get familiar with one another. You know what I'm saying? It's part of bonding, you know what I'm saying? With, you know, with your classmates and whatnot. And she asked the whole class this particular question. It always stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? She said, is it by your wrongs or by divine purpose that you're here? She asked the whole class this. Is it divine purpose? Or is it because of your wrongs or your mistakes that you ended up here? Because let me tell you something. People have a bad, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, not everyone, but, you know, some people have, you know, a misperception or misconception of the barber industry. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're just a person, the individual that just cut hair. No, you're much more than that. And I got another video based on that I'm working on currently, you know, called More Than a Barber. You're more than that, okay? I'm not going to get into that now. But she asked that question. I was like, wow. And it made the whole classroom think. You know what I'm saying? And she required each individual person to get up and tell the whole class who you are and how you ended up here. I was like, wow, man. You know what I'm saying? I got up and told my story, which I'm getting ready to tell y'all in a minute. And then it was so many young men, you know what I'm saying, and middle-aged men and older men in the class. So we got a mixture of different age groups. You know what I'm saying? Majority of us in our mid to late 20s. You know, we got a few individuals that are married with children. You know what I'm saying? And I think we got the OG of the class. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you, you know, just for continuity purposes, I'm not going to tell his business. But I call him the OG of the class. You know what I'm saying? You know, just been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know, off subject. I've heard individuals get up and tell their whole, just was vulnerable with the whole class. You know what I'm saying? And told their whole story. There was one guy who, he's young guy, early 20s. He said it was a leap of faith. A leap of faith for him to join barber school, to be a barber. He said he left a Fortune 500 company to be here. A Fortune 500 company. His career was set, per se. Okay? But he said it was a leap of faith. A leap of faith. Faith in who? Faith in God. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of faith. You know what I'm saying? I'm deeply rooted in my faith. And you know what I'm saying? And it was a leap of faith for everybody in that classroom. If you truly believe that God has gifted you with this particular talent, okay, within your industry, of course you must, if you haven't yet, you must take that leap of faith. There's no way around it. To pursue what you want to pursue in life, it requires a leap of faith. A leap of faith. Everyone, I remember this, yo. This is before I got fired from my job. I wanted to leave. I used to work at a car dealership. It was the second car dealership I used to work at. I was just a porter. I would pull up and park cars. That's all I did. And take out the trash and whatever else they wanted me to do. And I've been there just over a year. And I was just ready to go because I was cutting hair on the side. I was barbering, right? See, I'm already into my story now. And I was just tired. I was like, man, I'm ready to barber. I wanted to barber full time. Just tired of working here, man. You know what I'm saying? And one particular morning, I had to be on a Friday. These two gentlemen, they came to get their car serviced. So my job is to check them in. You know what I'm saying? Get them linked up with a service advisor who's going to check them in. You know what I'm saying? As a greeter, I greet. And we end up having like a 45-minute conversation. It just so happens that these two individuals were business owners. They were entrepreneurs. They owned a landscaping company. We exchanged contact information, business cards, and all that. All right? And it was a father-son. So I was talking with them, and we got talking about business and whatnot, and the conversation carried on. And I soon realized, okay, this is by divine purpose that I'm talking to them. Like, God really meant for me to run across these two individuals. They came to the business to get their car service. And what they told me it blew my mind. Because days prior, I was like, man, when I'm going to get out of here? When I'm going to barber? Blah, 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 blah. So they told me their story, how they got started in business. And this is what the older gentleman said. I might be all over the place, but I just going what I'm led to say here. He said he was working a job for a number of years, I think 10 years in corporate America, right? Nothing against corporate America, but I'm just telling his story, right? He said he wanted to go in business for himself simply because he wanted control over his finances and over his time. He said at corporate America, he could not do that. So what he did, he said, I'm going to own a landscaping company. He said the decision that he made, and he said he wished he had made it sooner. He said the decision that he made to do that, to become an entrepreneur, changed not only his life, but it changed his son's life. That his son didn't have to work a job for the rest of his life. That his son, okay, can be a part of a family business that he had control over. Over his time, over his finances. I mean, and a million other benefits. I'm not trying to get into the benefits of being an entrepreneur / an employee and all that. You know, this is not down in corporate America at all. Don't take it that way. All those who are viewing this video, okay? I'm just sharing with you an experience that I had that pushed me to become a full-time barber, to pursue my passion and my talent, okay? And so he told me that, young man, you can sit here for a whole nother year contemplating whether you're going to leave here and pursue your passion in barbering, okay? And another year can pass you by, or you can make the decision to start your own business. You can make a lot of money in barbering. He said, he asked me, how much you make here? This is the son talking to me. He said, how much you make here? I say, man, I don't make a lot of money here. I said, I make it was like under $10 an hour. Nothing. He said, as a barber, you can make 10 times that what you're making at the job, even more. He said there's so many possibilities that you can do as a barber. It's the same as being an entrepreneur. You control your time, you control your schedule, it's up to you how much money you make, but the opportunity is there. You need to own your own business. They pushed me, they encouraged me to do that. Sometimes when we're kind of wavery on the decision that we know we need to make, and we're hesitant because of fear, fear will cause us to hesitate on the decisions that we need to make in our lives. Fear. Fear of what? Fear of the unknown. Fear, oh, maybe it won't work out. Then not only that, but especially if you have told other people concerning what you want to do, you have the naysayers and the haters, you know what I'm saying? And, I don't think you should do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should, make that decision to, blah, blah, blah. What if this happens? What if that happens? No. You can't do that. Fear will cause you to hesitate. And I was hesitating. Man, I definitely feel led to share this with y'all. For real. I definitely felt led to share this. This wasn't even part of how I was going to start off this video, but this is for somebody. You have to take that leap of faith. And what God will do, what he'll do, he'll send people to give you the information, exactly what you need at that particular time, what you need to hear to push you right on out the door for you to pursue your particular passion of your profession. That's what happened. Those two gentlemen did not know what I was going through at the time. Then I opened up to him. I said, yeah, I know I want to do this full time, but I'm just kind of hesitant. And they said, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. You have to know that the benefits of becoming an entrepreneur, okay, in my particular interest, barbering, all right, is going to outweigh the benefits of you working your current job right now. Right? Now, they wasn't saying, oh, you should leave right now. No, no. You need to have a plan. You need to have a plan. You need to have a calculated plan, okay? You need to have a calculated plan. I'm not encouraging anybody to leave their job. This is not what this video is about. I'm simply sharing with you my barber story, right? Okay? So, yeah, they got done talking. They hooked me up with a connect, who, you know, an individual who owned a business, and not only that, but owned a cosmetology school, you know, barber school, you know what I'm saying, owned barber shops, you know what I'm saying. You know, they put me in contact with him, you know what I'm saying, so I can learn from him as well about the barbering business and the barbering industry, you know what I'm saying. And they shared this information with me for a reason. I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying. I was like, man, they don't really know that I needed to hear that. And I said, thank you, God. Literally, thank you, God. And a little time after that, I tell you this, I had this, I literally lie to you not, man. I had this vision, y'all. Straight up, I had this vision. I feel led to share this with y'all, man. I had this vision, man, that there was a person standing in front of an open door. It's like they was inside of a house or inside of a building or whatnot. But this is what I saw. I just saw an individual standing, and I saw a door being opened. But the person didn't walk out the door. The person still stood there. All right? Follow me here. Later on, God revealed to me that that person standing there was me. Right? That door was being opened, represented me, God giving me the opportunity to leave the company that I was at, to pursue barbering full time. But I was just standing there because of fear. I was standing there because of fear. I was unwilling to leave, quote unquote, a sense of security, job security. You know, a measly $200 a week, barely, when barbers make a whole lot more than that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but fear, y'all. Get out of fear. Get in faith. Take the leap of faith. Not to leave your job. You do that when you feel led to do that, to pursue your passion, or leave your job to pursue another career, or another job opportunity. Everything you do has to be calculated, all right? But faith, walk by faith and not by sight. Out the door, when in vision, I couldn't see what was out the door. I just knew the door was open. All right? And I was just standing there. And I was like, oh, so that's what the vision meant. And I think 2 days later, maybe 3 days later, I got fired from that job. So because I didn't leave on my own, God pushed me right out the door. And now I'm a full-time barber. Full-time barber. Currently in barber school, you know what I'm saying? Because you need that to get my license. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my license. But I've been cutting over, I think, for 8 years now, 8-9 years. You know what I'm saying? Almost 10 years. So, which is not a long time. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know what I'm saying? I definitely felt led to share that with y'all, man. You got to take the leap of faith. You got to take the leap of faith. For real. Take the leap of faith to be a barber. To go 100% in. All the way in. I'm telling you, in that classroom, man, going back to this, to the experience with me and my classmates in barber school, listen. Each individual, and we all had different stories. There's one guy who was let out of prison, let out of jail. That's God's favor. The dude let him out of jail so he can go to class. Barber school. There was one dude who was got hit with jail time fresh out of high school. You know what I'm saying? He was a college recruit, got caught up in, you know what I'm saying, in some, you know what I'm saying, in a bad situation at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Got some jail time, you know what I'm saying? And he said that's how he got here. Another dude was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I made some wrong decisions in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was in the dope game, sold some dope. You know what I'm saying? Did some time for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just trying to find a new path, an avenue of money. He said, that's why I'm here. I was like, word, man. Like, yo, man. I mean, and it's more and more countless situations. I mean, everybody shared their story. Yeah, man. I've been cutting hair. So, you know what I'm saying? Since I was a little boy, I always wanted to do this. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like it was time for me to come. And it was so cool, man, because it was like a brotherhood type of vibe forming. You know what I'm saying? A connection. We all come from different backgrounds, different situations and circumstances, but we all here for the same thing. Everyone in that classroom had to take a leap of faith to become a barber. That's what it takes. A leap of faith. So if you decided to become a barber, you made the right decision. I'm telling you right now, you made the right decision. It don't matter even if your family don't approve of it. It don't matter if your friends or your coworkers don't approve of it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you truly want to do, then you do it. And whatever you do. Chris Basio got a story behind that. He said, man, when I'm not sure enough. I don't know if he dropped out of school or whatnot, but he dropped out to become a barber. Don't quote me on that. Make sure you check out his story. And he said his folks, I think his pops was ashamed of it. And lied and told everybody, you know what I'm saying, he was in school to be an engineer, when he was in school to be a barber. You know what I'm saying? So, man, hey, y'all in a good field, man. Y'all in a good field, man. I'm telling you, man. Man, God is good, man. God is good, man. I tell you, I never would have thought I would have became a barber. You know, honestly, my dream was to play football, go to the NFL, make a lot of money. That was my plan. That obviously didn't pan out, you know what I'm saying? You know, but my barber story, all I remember is my first barber was my grandfather. My grandfather, you know what I'm saying? He had some pairs of clippers, man, and he used to cut my hair growing up. I think all the way up until a little bit in the high school, all the way through high school. Yeah, he cut my hair all the way through high school. All the way through high school, man. He was my first barber, man. But even then, I didn't have an interest in it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. And so when I was going off to college, man, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, have either of y'all felt that way before? You know what I'm saying? Like, you going through life, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know what you want to do yet, and people question you sometimes. Oh, you ought to know, but what you want to do by now? You're 18, 19, 17, 16, blah blah blah, 20. You know, I'm 20. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my mid-20s. You know what I'm saying? Mid-20s, and I'm just now finding out what I want to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I'll get into that later, real quick. I got into college, man, and I was like, yo, I don't even know what I want to do. I didn't even know what I want to major in. And then I was riding around with my grandfather one time, and the word business popped in my head. Okay, cool. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to own a business. You know what I'm saying? I do business. Not knowing what doing the business was all about. Not knowing what, even the term even meant. You know what I'm saying? Not even knowing what type of business I want to own. You know what I'm saying? You know. But going along, long story short, I started cutting in college, right? After my first semester, I didn't have, man, let me tell you something. For all y'all college students, it's rough sometimes, man. You gotta find you an on-campus barber, yo. I think I'm gonna do a video about that. You know what I'm saying? The first thing you need to do, fresh in college, you need to find you a barber. If not on campus, then off campus or something. You know what I'm saying? Make that your top priority. Like, even finding out where your class is at. You need to put, you know what I'm saying? I was just saying, so, but I couldn't find a barber to cut my hair. I tried out a couple guys, but, I was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? So, what I did, I went home, and I told my mom, and I thank God for my mom, man. She blessed your boy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She actually bought me my first pair of clippers. $20 kit from Walmart Walls. It's like this yellow, like two yellow clippers. It was the liners were battery operated, AA. and the other, the trimmer, the clippers were, had a plug. When, you plug them up, whatever. But they were like at-home clippers. So that's how I started. You know what I'm saying? So I went back to school second semester, 2000. This is in 2009. Maybe 2010, I think. 2010, 2009. And so I started practicing on my own head. And I messed up so many times. You know what I'm saying? I'm all in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Trying to get this junk, you know what I'm saying? And so I ain't had no double mirror, so you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, I pushed back my hairline. I messed up. But as time went along, I got better and better and better until I mastered and got familiar with my own hairline. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't been to the barbershop in years now. You know what I'm saying? Years. Been coming on here for years. So it got to a point where some of my roommates and some of my, homeboys, you know what I'm saying, hey, you cut it, you cut, you cut, you know what I'm saying, let me get a cut, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, cool. I started doing this for free, I ain't even charged. I was like, yeah, I'll give you a cut, I cut them up in the dorm room. Then it got to the point where too many of them was coming to me. Hold on, you taking up my chill time, you know what I'm saying? So I had to start charging, you know what I'm saying, just $5 for a whole haircut. All I knew how to do was evens all over, Caesars, that's the even all over, okay? And the lineup, that was it. And I think I got some of them old pictures, man. I was like, some rough, rough haircuts I did, man. Some rough haircuts, man. But even after that, because I dropped out of college in 2012, I think. 2012, I didn't finish, okay? Still wanted to own my own business, but I didn't know what. So when I got home from college, you know what I'm saying, I started getting a little more sophisticated in barbering, you know what I'm saying? I started buying some new clippers, you know what I'm saying? Andes T outliners, some Walls Magic clips, you know what I'm saying? Those were my first, and I'm gonna do a video on that as well, you know what I'm saying? My first set of clippers and whatnot. So, I started, cutting, you know what I'm saying? I started cutting my brother's hair. And my little cousins, man, I started cutting their hairs, you know what I'm saying? So I was going to their houses, cutting hairs. I was making house calls. I was going to house. And the reason that came about, because I would have them come over, and some of my friends would come over to the house to get a haircut. And my grandma's like, look, just go to their house. I don't even know these people, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to have they can just be anybody. They come up here and rob. I'm not speaking that they ain't, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you need to go to their house. So that's how me going out and doing house calls started. I no longer do those, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that's how that started. House calls, going house to house, you know what I'm saying? So I practice on my cousins. You know what I'm saying? I even still got some of those old pictures now. If you check out my Instagram, you know what I'm saying? I got some of those old pictures there. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't the best, then. But it's good to keep your old pictures of your haircut so you can see the progression. You know what I'm saying, of your skill. So, but even then, I had my grandma, my mom, my dad, my uncle, my grandfather, my aunties, everybody was telling me, why don't you just take this up as a profession? Why don't you just go to barber school and be a barber? You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm already doing it, but I don't want to do that. Why? Because I didn't know that I can fully make money in this field. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I never took the talent seriously. I never took the gift seriously. I really didn't. I just saw it as something you do on the side. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people had that perception of barbers. Like it's not a real job or something. Like it's not a real business. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a lot of work that goes into barbering, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So, but yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah. So I got people in my family encourage me, you need to go. And for years, for now it's been cut for 9 years now. But for years, man, I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do everything other than that. You know what I'm saying? I tried to start an online business, that didn't work. I tried to start a car detailing business, that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? I tried to start another music business, that didn't work neither. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, what is it that I want to do? You know what I'm saying? And by the time I'm in my mid-20s now, You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling all y'all who are still trying to figure out what you want to do, hey, don't feel pressure. You got time. You know what I'm saying? You got time. Key point. You know, I got to the point where, hey, when I began to take this seriously was when I began to develop a connection with my clientele, with the people that I was cutting their hair. I began to take it. It just dawned on me one day. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a full-time barber. I'm a barber. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make another video concerning that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but I was like, yo, I'm a barber. I want to do that. And it was like, yo, I was overlooking this talent and gift for years. And some of y'all are just doing it on the side. And you know, it's like, I want to tell y'all, don't overlook the talent. Don't overlook your gift. You have this talent for a reason. Use it. Don't overlook it. Because I was overlooking it for years. I was just brushing it to the side, just something I do on the side. Take what you do on the side, make it a full-time profession. You know what I'm saying? Turn it into a business. I'm in the barber business. Straight up. Barber industry, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't dawn on me that I should do this full-time. It's like, you know, wait a minute. It was the impact. It was the impact of the relationships that I was developing with my clientele. It's something simple. It's nothing deep, y'all. It was the relationships that I was developing with my clientele. That people, okay, that I cut were being impacted, but by my influence, okay, and a simple haircut. A simple haircut. That's what really turned me from like, wait, like, this is what I was meant to be doing the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Then I was kicking myself. I was like, yo, I should have been doing this fresh out of high school. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing I don't want y'all to do. I don't want y'all to kick yourselves. I don't want y'all to, you know, it's easy to fall into regret. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, everything's happens for a reason. Divine purpose, baby. I want you to always remember that. Divine purpose. Divine purpose. Everyone has a divine purpose by God. You know what I'm saying? And God gave you this gift and this talent. You know what I'm saying? To barber and to cut hair, man. Don't take it for granted. I took the gift and talent for granted for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And it, like I said, it just finally dawned on me. Like, man, people are being impacted by this. Like, we're literally changing lives. You know, I'm not trying to get into the, you know, my other video called More Than a Barber, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, yeah, I'm going to make a lot of money, but shoot. And another thing was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm cutting hair, I'm line dudes. I'm like, man, that look pretty good, man. This is skill. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, like I did that. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying I'm all that. You know what I'm saying? I believe in getting better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? In your professional field, I was like, dang, this is dope. Yo, like, this is like, barbers are no different from painters and sculptors. You know, sculptors. You know what I'm saying? Not sculptures, but sculptors. You know what I'm saying? And from like the Michelangelos and Donatellos and Raphael, these historic Italian, you know what I'm saying, painters. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Da Vinci. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. You know, Picasso. We're artists. Barbers are artists. And when I went, in addition to me realizing I was impacting, changing lives through a haircut, and in addition to that, with man, I'm an artist, and looking at it from that standpoint, you have to look at it that you're an artist. As a barber, you are an artist. It's like, man, I love what I do. Then I begin to fall in love with it, man. I begin to fall in love with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I begin to fall in love with barbering, man. And that's good. This is going to roll over into my next video for y'all. Hope y'all please check it out. Definitely. It's called More Than a Barber, man. That you are more than a barber, man. But that's but yeah, that's it. That's man, that's ain't nothing deep about my story, man. Ain't nothing deep about it, man. It's ain't nothing deep, man. It's just wow, it's just when I actually sat down and think about this, like, man, that's how I got here, how I got to be in the barber industry, man. It's pretty interesting, and it was for a divine purpose. It was God's purpose that I was meant to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to share this with y'all, and everything that I said, I know this video's like 35 minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry it took so long, but I really did feel that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Everything I said, I definitely felt led to say it. You know what I'm saying? To all my viewers, man, check this out. To all my viewers and up-and-comers, man, you know what I'm saying? If you feel that, and listen, I pray, and I definitely pray and hope and believe that this video, that this information impacted you in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel that it does, you know what I'm saying, like it, share it, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? All my information, you know, is located in the description down below, okay? On YouTube, it's in my Facebook, my Instagram, Twitter, you know what I'm saying, YouTube information. All those links are located within the description below, okay? Below this video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, check out my other content. Follow me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like my page. It's called Bladework Barbering. Facebook, Bladework Barbering on Twitter, at Bladework Barbering. My IG, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? At Bladework Barbering. I repeat, at Bladework Barbering. There, you can check out my haircuts, my pictures, you know what I'm saying? Promo vids and all that. You know, Facebook, you can check out all my content. You know what I'm saying? All my content, you know what I'm saying? And YouTube, look me up on YouTube as Shaquille Owens or Mr. Bladework or Bladework Barbering. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? That way you have access and full access and get notifications to all my updates, to all my next videos, you know what I'm saying? To all my informative educational material, okay? You know what I'm saying? So definitely be on the lookout for more videos, and listen to all my up-and-comers, man. To all my up-and-comers, you know what I'm saying? It's the come-up season, baby. It's the come-up season. It's the come-up season. Straight up. Bladework vlog, student of the game, the come-up series. I almost messed up that outro. Almost messed that up. Bladework, student of the game, the come-up series, y'all. Listen to all my students out there. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to master our craft, to be a master at anything, we must first master the art of being a student. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Yo, everybody, it's your man, Mr. Bladework himself. I had to hit y'all up with another video. Thank y'all for tuning in. Love you all, and I wish y'all much success in the near future and the far future. Love y'all. Take care. Thank you.